Good afternoon, La Salette Lion rugby fans. We are bringing you this matchup between your La Salette Lions and the Neuqua Valley Wildcats. Marla Gazzoli here, bringing you this match from Naperville, Illinois, in the environs of Chicago. Our cameraman, producer, engineer is Joseph Bergman. And let's get that starting lineup to you. As per usual, in the number 15 fullback position, we have Eamon Martin. In the number 11 jersey, the wing, Derwin Wilson. The two centers, number 12 and 13, we have Peter Dvorak and Joseph Deotola. And 14, the other wing, is Chris Halligan. The fly half, number 10, Kevin Quigley. And the scrum half, the number 9, Joe Martin. In the front row, we have Luke Dean, Dominic Kotsis, Gus Blood. And then we have, at the number 6 position flank, Raphael Dvorak. Our two locks, Charles Prather, Nathan Weiner. The other flank is Will Dvorak. And of course, last but certainly not least, your 8-man captain, Mark Shea. And we are underway. And it goes out in touch. And we do not have our usual height advantage, so we'll try to get you the best shots and descriptions that we can. And the Lions take that line out. And back into touch we go. All right, another line out. This time to the Wildcats. Taken in nicely by the Wildcats. Out to their number 8 man, who meets his match in Mark Shea. And a penalty will be taken quickly by the Wildcats. They're number 10. Going out to the far side. Number 2, there, Hooker. Out to the left with the fly half. Wildcats making quite a good bit of territory. Going out, swinging out to the right side. If I had to say so, it seems as per usual, the Lions at the disadvantage on the size side. Now back towards the center once again, out to the backs, out to number 4, Derwin Wilson. So they'll swing it back the other way. The Wildcats definitely making use of the pitch. And so another penalty to the Wildcats. Offsides. Let's see what they do. Oh, first we have to set it at the mark. Number 9, the scrum half. And there we go. Off to number 1. The Wildcats hoping to pound it forward using their size advantage and the conservation of momentum. But now out to number 12, who meets his counterpart, Peter Dvorak. And a knock on, it'll be a scrum to the Lions. Lions playing from right to left in this first half of play. this beautiful day outside the city of Chicago, the second city. And let's see how the Lions fare in the first scrum of the match. There's the feed by Joe Martin. Neuqua pushing him back. But it comes out. Lions maintain control. There's the kick by Kevin Quigley. Clearance kick out into touch. That's assistant coach Michael Vitri doing the judging over there. Of course, the head coach for the Lions is father, James Carlisle. So it'll be a line out to the Wildcats. And they take it in nicely. And so moving a decoy, and now off to 15, the fullback. His counterpart trying to bring him down, finally brought to ground. Now back to the left, number 8. Not gaining much. Now to the left, 10, far pass. The Wildcats still being held back by the Lions. Have yet to really find a way to break through. And the pass, the ball just sort of goes out to the number 8. The Lions adjust, bring him down. And now Neuqua going back out to the left. Number 13. Good tackle by Wiener, bring him to an end. Back out to the left. The Lions adjusting their defense, and they take it away. Joe Martin, his brother, running, offloads to D'Artola, gets knocked backwards, fiercely contested. And a penalty to the Lions. Luke Dean on the ground there. So Kevin Quigley will be kicking, looking for touch. He kicks it just to the right of where I am. It hits the blacktop. It's indefinitely in touch. Fetched by Chris Halligan. You have to be on your guard here, very close to the sidelines. So putting life and limb at risk. Liners is a success, taken in by Charles Prather. The kick by Kevin Quigley. But a penalty to the Lions, offsides. So Joe Martin's got the ball. That means he's going to tap it quickly. Nathan Wiener taking it into contact. Martin out to Quigley, out to Dvorak, moving down the line to the far side of the pitch. And a penalty to the Lions. I think he indicated high tackle. And now Kevin Quigley kicks for touch. He finds it. I think a bit of an uneven sort of field. It's a little hard to see over to the far side. It's like there's a gigantic mole or some sort of what do they call those? You know, those big gigantic worm monsters under the ground. Eamon Martin takes it in and is finally brought down. The Lions make their way to support him. Peter Dvorak off to Chris Halligan. He dodges. He's taken very close to touch, but he makes sure not to go out. Quigley off to Luke Dean with a solid carry. Now back to Quigley. Quigley takes it himself. Joe Martin dodging and diving. Finally brought down. The Lions there to support him. Dvorak out to, and a breakaway by Eamon Martin. He's brought down by his counterpart. The Lions very close. Fiercely contested, a real melee going there. Will Dvorak taking it. The Lions making their way even closer and closer. And a try for the Lions. And I can't tell you who that was, but it's 5 points to the Lions. So it's first blood to the Lions. Down in the far right side of the try zone, so Kevin Quigley could have a difficult time kicking. The wind blowing into his face, at least judging by the flags. And no good. So it remains at 5 points for the Lions to open things up. In the 10th minute of play, of course now we're in the 11th minute of play. So now, let's see what happens. Can the Lions keep things up? So the Wildcats will be kicking off. There's the kick. Taken in by Dertola. Lots of rumbling going on, apparently. The Wildcats fiercely contesting. Lions finally getting it off. Out to Peter Dvorak. And a penalty to the Lions. And he's going to have some words. He's reaching for his pocket as well. That's a yellow card. That's number 8 going off. A yellow card for the Wildcats. So we'll see him in some minutes in the future. The ref taking his time to explain his decision-making process. In the meantime, there seems to be something going on. Not sure what. Not only is Joseph Bergman our producer, but some of the Bergman family are in attendance today, and we say thank you to them. Time is back on. In retrospect, I suppose I should have stopped it, but I didn't, and it's coming right at us. Ah! I almost caught it. Hit my hand.
He's not joking, you know.
But that was exciting. So Mark Shea will be putting the ball in. Great view of this lineup. Taken very nicely by Charles Prather. And away we go. And the hand is out. The arm is out for advantage. Quigley with the kick. A low kick. And we'll go back to the penalty. The penalty was offsides. A lot of offsides this season. No doubt folks are rusty after the time off. And so, and he's having, the referee having some words with the Wildcats once again And here we go. Kevin Quigley will be kicking to touch. Time's back on. There's the kick. To my left. He finds it. Almost hits somebody, but misses. So all is good in the world. Mark Shea. He puts it in, taken in by Charles Prather. Out to Quigley. A intriguing pass taken in by Gus Blood. Make his whoa! And he plows over him like a bulldozer. Quigley out to Prather. Joe Martin off to Quigley. Quigley out to D'Artola along the far side of the pitch. That's Nathan Weiner getting quite a few meters for Los Leones. Now it's Peter Dvorak out to D'Artola. D'Artola taking himself. Mark Shea is there, providing assistance. Quigley does a bit of a 360 off to Rafael Dvorak. Now back towards their right. Peter Dvorak taking the ball into contact. Continuing to the right. There's Chris Halligan, who offloads. There's Gus Blood once again, diving over bodies. Now back towards the center. Charles Prather dancing hither and yon, offloading to the captain, Mark Shea, who is going to be in for a try. And he places it down. So 5 more points to the Lions, thanks to the efforts of Mark Shea, El Capitan. Although one of the Wildcats, it would seem, maybe got a little bit bloodied somewhere along the way. Kevin Quigley with excellent field position, attempting the kick. And it's good. So 2 more points to the Lions, making it 12-0. 12 points, 12 apostles. All right, so we're going to reset it again, and we're going to see what happens. Quite a number of fans in attendance for the Wildcats. After all, they are the home team. And it is a beautiful day for some rugby. And a deep kick taken in by Eamon Martin, the fullback, who's off to the races. Finally brought to ground. Lions moving to their right, to the far side. The Lions hoping to continue keeping things on the front foot. The kick by Kevin Quigley, taken in by the fullback for the Wildcats. Charles Prather and Quigley bringing that to an end. Lions setting their defense. Mark Shea and Kotsis bring that to an end. Now they're moving back to their left towards the center of the pitch. And they just won't stay down. Off to the far side some more. just over the halfway line, but a penalty, well, advantage, so is being played. There was a penalty conceded to the Wildcats. Some sort of offsides. So I guess when in doubt, we'll say offsides. Offsides. The penalty for being where you're not supposed to be. As there's some sort of delay. Oh, there it is. Kicking to touch, but he does not find it. It's taken in by Eamon Martin, the fullback, who continues to dance and dive and dodge. Will Dvorak, lucky number 7. And that's not really, it was a poor pass and it wasn't taken in by anybody. Eventually picked up by Peter Dvorak. Ooh. May have gotten. Now let's see. It's Nathan Wiener. What are the Lions going to do? Kevin Quigley's got it. He offloads to Dertola. Dertola has it himself, making his way further. Offloads to Joseph Martin. Joseph Martin back towards the center. Offloads, knocked on by Mark Shea. Hello. And so it'll be a scrum to the Wildcats. Father Carlisle offering instruction to his proteges. And just there's some rearrangement due to the fact that the Wildcats are still a man down, so we have to do some rearranging so that the scrum can go forward as planned. This fully armed and operational scrum. There we go. Moving off to the left. Getting up, can't be held down. Lions fiercely contesting. Now setting their defense. The Wildcats going out to the left. They're number 4. A good drive. The Wildcats into line territory. Offloading, offloading, offloading to number 7, who's taken down by Chris Halligan, Kevin Quigley. There's Luke Dean fiercely contesting. All right, back to the center of the pitch. Derwin Wilson bringing him down. So, to the left. Ooh, hey, dropped pass, poor pass. But the Lions not able to capitalize on it and take possession. There we go. Jamboree out there. Okay, back towards the center, out to the right side of the pitch. Luke Dean. Now it's Nathan Wiener. Whoa! And some sort of disagreements there. Charles Fraser. No, there's Nathan Wiener moving out, rolling away, fiercely contesting. Lots of, and it's taken by the Lions. Chris Halligan has it. And so the Lions move off. Dominic Katzis. Lots of fierce contestation. The kick by Kevin Quigley, taken in by the fullback. Off to the left. Finally brought to ground by El Capitan, Mark Shea. All right. Back towards the... Oh! Well, that was not a knock. I guess he held on to it. Nathan Wiener bringing him to ground with the tackle. Now back towards the center. And Charles Prather with the tackle. Okay, back towards the left on the Wildcats. Out to number 13. Offloads along the far side. All right, now the Wildcats moving back into the center, handing it off to the forward, number 2. Ball goes loose, and a penalty. Penalty to the Lions. So Kevin Quigley will be kicking to touch. He kicks. He finds touch. All the way over there. Far off. In the distance. Well, when the sun is shining, it's warm, but when the sun goes away, it starts to get a bit chilly. Not as chilly as it was yesterday at the Seaside matchup towards the end, mind you, but it gets chilly enough without the warming rays of the sun. The Lions maintain control and line out. Now heading off, Peter Dvorak, Eamon Martin, Deartola. Deartola can't be brought down. Now there he is. All right. Now the Lions are going to move back to the inside into the right. Nathan Weiner powering through for a meter. All right. Once again to the right. Quigley dancing and evading like a butterfly. And he's still going. Finally brought to ground. The Lions hoping to add some more points. That's the name of the game. Score more points than the other guy. But the Lions, okay, wait, sorry. Lions still have maintained possession. Mark Shea. Bodies everywhere. Pandemonium, chaos. Peter Dvorak offloads to Deartola. Deartola on his way to the races. Coming up just short. The Wildcats rush back to set their defense. Lions off to their left. It's Joe Martin offloading to Chris Halligan. Still coming up short, but I think it'll be a penalty try. No. No, it's just a penalty. Go back to, and there's the try. Ha ha hey. And 5 more points to the Lions in what is roughly the 27th minute. Don't know who scored it, but it's 5 points regardless. And so Kevin Quigley will attempt to convert for the kick. Jeb, we're getting some blue screen here. I think it's the connection to the camera, maybe. It gets loose sometimes. Oh, I missed it. Did he make the kick? Yeah. All right, thank you. I'll get it. Oh, he's got it. All right. 19-0. As we have some slight technical problems. But them's the breaks. Seems good now. Oh, I lost it. Nope, we're good. All right, so we shall restart once again with a kick to the Lions. A high kick, not as far. Taken in by Mark Shea. Oh, into touch though. Right along the line. And there's some sort of okay. There was some disagreement perhaps as to who was doing the lining out, but it is the Wildcats. So we'll have the set piece here. And the Lions take it away. Kotsis has got it. Kotsis right in front of us. There we go. Fiercely contested. Raphael Dvorak amongst those defending, well, protecting the ball. Out to the far side of the pitch. The Lions gaining more territory. Chris Halligan. And a penalty to the Lions. Penalty to the Wildcats. And so they'll do the kicking to touch now. Pow. And the Wildcats maintain control. A maul is forming. This is exciting. Oh, there goes the maul. Out into touch. Michael Vitri. He raised the flag. The flag went up. And so it'll be a line out to Los Leones. And the Lions do nicely. Quigley out to Deortola. Deortola up towards the center of the pitch, right into the very heart of the pack of the Wildcats. There's the kick with Quigley. Very high, doesn't go far. And going back to a penalty earlier. And Kevin Quigley will kick for touch once more. But not successful and taken in. He almost lost control, but didn't. Oh, and he trucked over one of the Lions. Excuse me. The kick taken in by Chris Halligan. And the Lions make their way back to support him. Let's see. Off to the... There's Kevin Quigley kicking once more. And it goes out into touch right there. So it'll be a line out to the Wildcats. And it looks like there's a bit of a braai going. Some barbecue. Preparing presumably cooked meat products for the consumption. And again, the Wildcats, they almost lost it. Their number 5 got his hands on it. So the Wildcats making their way. Passing it off to the far side of the pitch. The Lions going out to meet them. And now the Wildcats making their way back towards the center. Some Dominic Kotzes, but the offloads first to the number 8 man. Lions bring it to an end and will contest that ruck. And Prather stole it away. There we go. Martin off to Quigley. Oh, but knocked on by Gus Blood, and the Wildcats took it away, so advantage shall be played. Wildcats moving along. Brought to ground. What are they going to do? To the right, to the number 1 man. Oh, some more fierce contestation by the captain, Mark Shea. Neuqua making their way on the far side of the pitch. Far side now going in, and a try for the Wildcats. I believe it was number 12, but don't quote me on that. So now we are at 19-5. And need some water first. Gotta hydrate. Some H2O, especially since the fella, as I believe, since he scored, also doing the kicking. And he's got a good field position to slot that one right through the poles. What is that? Oh, there's lacrosse going on. Wait, no, that's baseball, isn't that, in the background? Wait, no, it's cricket. What is that? Of course, it doesn't actually matter. It has nothing to do with the game. Sorry. But it does look like cricket. Kick's good. So 2 points. So it's 19-7 as we are blue screen. Oop, now we're good. We're good. As we are approaching the end of this half. This half of play. Hopefully the Lions can add some more points before our little halftime break. So the Lions kick it off. The Wildcats take possession. So they move it back towards the center. Number 13. There's Mark Shea. He was contesting. There's the kick. Taken in by Kevin Quigley. And so now the Lions have some chance. The captain, Mark Shea, taking it off to the right. Off to the far side. Will Dvorak with a carry. Diving over a body or two. Oh, but the Wildcats, perchance, stole it away, but play has come to a pause. It'll be a scrum to the Lions. The Lions in the blue and white hooped jerseys with the white shorts and the white socks. The Wildcats with the gold and blue hoops, the blue shorts. The referee wearing a green shirt with blue shorts. A rather high scrum. The Lions heading it off to the backs. Peter Dvorak looking to offload it. The ball goes loose. I was taken by the Wildcats. And so the fullback taking it. Dancing, diving, dodging, finally brought to ground. Peter Dvorak, Joe Martin. The Wildcats, the number 8 man, being brought to ground by Chris Halligan. He offloads to the number 5, who offloads to number 12. The Lions bring him to the ground. The Wildcats making their way into Lion territory, back towards the center. Off to the far side, Derwin Wilson didn't quite get his hands on him. Swinging it back out to the right. Number 8 once again. Offloads to number 7. Into touch. He got pushed into touch. And that's the half. That's the half, good people. And so at the half, we have 19 points to the Lions and 7 points to the Wildcats. At least one of those tries for the Lions was scored by Mark Shea. And the other 2, well, I'm not sure. But we'll be back. I don't know how this will work, if since you'll be watching this after the fact. I don't know if there'll be a delay or not, or if we'll just edit it out. But anyways, we will be back soon. We say thanks for watching, and maybe take this opportunity to get a snack, a beverage, some fresh air, say some words of love and affection to your family, perhaps. but we shall return soon. And welcome back, Salette rugby fans, for our second half of play. We apologize for our technical difficulties, but you haven't missed much of anything. As you can see, was knocked on by Nathan. Well, actually, as you can't see because there's a blue screen. Oh, it's back. Blue screen again. Okay, now it's not. It's gone. It's just like Windows 95, people. But it's a scrum because it was a knock-on by Wiener. It's still 19-7. And it came out at the side. And so we'll reset and do it again. On this sunny day. Sunny day. Sol Luchet. All right. Scrum once more. All right. The Wildcats making their way down the far side of the pitch. The Lions are now playing from left to right. All right, the Lions take possession away, offloading quickly to Will Dvorak. Will Dvorak back after some time injured with a foot problem. Neuqua very close to the touchline, but not making it a touch. The Lions fiercely contesting. So the Wildcats moving it out towards the center. Long pass. There was Wiener and Will Dvorak on the tackle. All right. Wildcats now. The Lions missing. Eamon Martin slows him down. And the Wildcats, but they knocked it on. So it'll be a scrum to the Lions due to some infraction of some kind. Yeah. Quigley wanting some clarification from the referee, and the captain, Mark Shea, acquiring that clarification. And now let's see what happens. We got a great view of this scrum. Joe Martin with the feed. There it is. There it is. Out it goes. Ooh, but not the most solid of passes outwards. Quigley finally brought to ground, being dragged. The Lions off on the far side, regaining much territory that was lost. Quigley out to Dvorak. He dekes it. Now there it is to D'Artola, running at speed. He looks to offload. He's taken in by Gus Blood. Okay, back to the center. Kevin Quigley taking it himself. All right. Martin out to D'Artola, to the captain, Mark Shea. Offloads, D'Artola. Off on the far side. Chris Halligan offloads. Oh, and a knock on by Joe Martin, or a forward pass, I believe, is what the referee is indicating. And so it'll be a scrum to the Wildcats. And it looks like Matthew Romero is coming onto the pitch to replace Derwin Wilson. Matthew Romero in the number 19 jersey. Another high scrum. The Wildcats now passing it out along the far side. Oh, going over Matthew Romero. Brought to ground by Kevin Quigley and Raphael Dvorak. The Lions setting their defense. Oh, and it's taken away. That was Eamon Martin, I do believe. No, it was Charles Praylor. Well, sorry. Somebody with a short haircut. Nathan Weiner carrying it into contact in that big melee over there. Penalty to the Lions. And Joe Martin's got the ball, so that means he'll just be tapping it, and there they go. And he offloads it to Gus Blood, who goes into contact. Gets put back a little bit. Martin out to Quigley. Quigley almost drifts, but he keeps going. Dodges to his left. Offloads. Joe Martin with the try. And so it's 24-7 on the try by Joe Martin. Kevin Quigley in prime field position for kicking. Getting those sweet, sweet points. It's good. You can put it on the board. Yes. And that makes it 26. 26-7. Meanwhile, Elliot Ness and his men, we are in Chicago after all. So we're in the 45th minute of play. And the Wildcats will be kicking. And kick. Taken in by Kevin Quigley, who dances and dodges and makes his way up the field, and he offloads to Charles Prather. And he offloads, and it's taken by the captain, Mark Shea, who refuses to be stopped and won't be stopped. And he scores a try once again. And the Lions are quite excited, as you can hear. And now it's 31-7. It was a good day at the office for the Lions. All right, Kevin Quigley, another chance to do some kicking and get some points with some prime real estate. Restoring the galaxy to its proper state. And now it's 33 to 7. 33 to 7. Trijenta trays. Trijenta trays. And somebody's car alarm is going off. Gus. No, sorry. That's Dertola. And apparently there's a small flightless bird on the pitch, judging from the cries of Kiwi. Quiggles to Peter Dvorak. Oh, the Wildcats getting, I would, in my humble opinion, getting close to high tackle, but not close enough. Quigley with the kick. Oh, knocked on. And it'll be a scrum to the Lions. Scrum diddly-umptious. Our cameraman, producer, engineer, our general factotum is Joseph Bergman. We always have well, not always, but we do have the skeleton crew on these away games. And there was a penalty. Mark Shea wanted to do a quick tap, but no such luck. And now, so Kevin Quigley will be kicking to touch, and he kicks and he finds it. As you can see, there's somebody out there mowing his lawn. Well, maybe you can't see. Perhaps the lawnmower is now in view. Appears to be some sort of subdivision over there. Those subdivisions. Lions take the line out, and they pass the ball narrowly away. Matthew Romero off to no one in particular, and rolling out into touch. I'm trying to come up with a suitable simile, but unable to do so. If you have a suggestion, please leave a comment when we post this video. Neuqua. Oh, he sort of pushed Matthew Romero away. Dertola finishes the job. All right. We have Raphael Dvorak, Charles Prather amongst those defending. The Wildcats now sending the ball off to the far side of the pitch. Their fullback turning on the turbo boost afterburners. Now, Raphael Dvorak grabbing a hold of his legs, and Luke Dean amongst them. It is 33-7. Wildcats looking to change the score somewhat in their favor, or more towards their favor. Moving off closely towards us, we've got a great view. Their number 10 dodging and dancing, and finally brought to ground by Will Dvorak and Gus Blood. Now the Wildcats go out to the far side again. They knock it on, but we're going to go back to the site of an original penalty to the Wildcats, who appeared to have made at least one substitution. Yes. And they kick, and it goes out into touch. And so it'll be a line out to the Wildcats. Not to be confused with the Thundercats. Let's see how this fares. The Wildcats have had some trouble with the lineouts, but not with this one. And now there they go, away. Sending it down the line, off to the far side of the pitch. Hoping to be able to get some advantage, but the Lions were waiting for them. But another penalty to the Wildcats. A quick tap, quick kick and go. Number 16 making his way. Whew. The Wildcats hoping that they can make some opportunities pay off. But a penalty to the Lions, not releasing. And so that hope coming to an end with the kick for touch by Kevin Quigley. He doesn't find it, and it's taken in by the Wildcats. Chris Halligan over there ringing with the tackle. The Wildcats getting some more meters, but off into touch. And so it'll be a line out to the Lions. As we're about halfway through the second half, which means we're about 3/4 of the way through the whole match, for those of you keeping score at home. Charles Prather, reliable as ever. Peter Dvorak out to Eamon Martin, offloading to Dertola, offloading, taken in by Chris Halligan, who is taken to ground. But there was a knock on in the process, and so it'll be a scrum to the Wildcats. Kevin Quigley having a lie down. Oh, but I think was there a card? Well, thought I saw. Maybe it was just. But it's some injury time. Having a look at Kevin Quigley. Asking him if it hurts when he does this. Well, the Wildcats taking advantage of this opportunity in play to make some substitutions. Kevin Quigley gets up. He tests his foot. He appears to be stretching. The trainer wearing what appears to be sort of gray check trousers. Well, Kevin Quigley doing a little running, and he says he's good to go. And so we'll start things up again. And we'll make our way to the scrum. the scrum comes out. And the Wildcats will send it to the center. Ooh, with a nifty little play. And the kick. Another kick. It's taken in, let's see. It's unclear. The Wildcats are reacting as if they scored. But there's no indication from the referee yet. He's having a word with the judge on yonder side. And no good. And they're going to go back to some sort of situation. Yes, it is indeed a scrum to the Wildcats. The Wildcats hoping to catch the Lions off guard and get the ball into the try zone via the kick and then put some downwards pressure upon it, thus acquiring 5 points, but unable to do so. And so it's a scrum. Now the 8-man pick. The Wildcats are still at 7 points, which they scored in the first half. Number 12, dodging and ultimately brought down. Off to the right side, a big number 5. Offloads number 16. The Wildcats moving to the right. A sort of a decoy, didn't offload, but number 10 is still taken down. Heading to the far side of the pitch, and there is a Wildcat player upon the ground. And so we shall stop time once more. How's our power supply? All right. As he sits up, it's the number 8 man for the Wildcats. Trees are blooming. Birds are singing. In this month of May. School year winding down. And he gets up and is helped off the pitch. And so we shall resume play with a scrum. All right, and here we go. And the ball is out. And the Wildcats moving to their left this time. Finally brought to ground. To the left, to the number 4. The Lions adjust their defensive line. Now. And the Lions steal it away. Del Tola. Gus Blood out to the captain, Mark Shea, and now it's Wiener, I believe, off on the far side. Lions setting up, putting all their men there to block for the kick. There's the kick. Matthew Romero not quite able to get onto it. The number 11 for the Wildcats got it. And so the Wildcats send it off to the far side of the pitch. The arm is out for advantage. And it looks like it could be another try. No, Chris Halligan. Oh, but he offloads. The Wildcats getting close. And a penalty. It's not a try, but it is a penalty to the Wildcats. So, see what they've got going on. And it's a quick tap and go. The Wildcats hoping to try and push their way into that try zone. Now offloading to number 12. He offloads it. And I think number 10, he's just going to, but if he can get to ground. No, just short still. The referee, he's right there to get a good viewpoint. Oh, if he'd been going at speed, he might have gotten that try, I think. But the Wildcats still short. Off to their right. Back to the left. Back to the right. Oh, bobbled. The ball goes loose. And we'll go back to a penalty. It was offsides. Penalty to the Wildcats. So still not out of the woods yet. Quick tap. The number 4. The Lions defense. Still holding him off now. Oh. And he was held up. So he went to ground, but it was held up. He didn't touch it down. So it'll be a goal line drop. And Quigley takes it quickly. And there's the kick. And it's rolling towards us. Bounce, bounce. Taken in by number 17. Matthew Romero grabs a hold of him and tackles him and forces him to the ground. And a bit of a sloppy pass, Kevin Quigley. But number 15 still up. Finally brought to ground. All right, about at the halfway line. Ooh. And a loss of territory by the Wildcats after a poor pass. All right. Now they're just sort of not running at speed. Charles Prather got a hold of his legs and brought him down. Back towards the center. And it was taken in by Luke Dean. It bounced off a Wildcat's foot. In a fortuitous turn of events. Mark Shea pushing over. Oblivious. No regard for human life. But commits a penalty. And so the Lions retreat. And what are the Wildcats going to do? They're going to kick for touch. And they're successful. Roughly 10 minutes, or probably less. I stopped my stopwatch. All right, so it'll be a line out to the Wildcats off that penalty. And there's a throw in, and the Wildcats have it. And so there they go. Number 15, the fullback. Matthew Romero grabs a hold and brings him down. Somebody yelled offsides. There's Raphael Dvorak grabbing those legs. The Lions help bring him down. All right, off they go. Passing away. Just about the halfway line. Gus Blood, and then it was Raphael Dvorak with the tackles. Gus Blood. Oh, good, great view here. All right, back to the right. There's Charles Prather. There's Will Dvorak. but they can't bring him down. Oh, now bring him down there. Lions set their defensive line. There they go. Sending it out to the far side of the pitch, hoping to create a numerical advantage, but unsuccessful. Gus Blood, Rafael Dvorak, and Dominic Kotsis among those, bringing down that Wildcat. And the Lions' defense has been looking pretty solid, living the dream. And we'll taking some time off, as there are some bodies on the ground. Dominic Kotsis, one of them. And so the trainer will come on to the pitch and take a gander at what ails him. And so they'll just pick him up. There we go. And help him off the pitch. Mark Shea and Chris Halligan doing that. And it'll be a scrum. Scrum, scrum, scrum. Although I don't really, well, if Mark Shea is carrying Kotsis off, and so it looks like it's Daniel Duggan, the junior, coming in to replace Dominic Kotsis, and Mark Shea and Chris Halligan now returning to the pitch. I guess time has maybe started. Sure, why not? We'll start time. All right, so scrum to the Wildcats. There it goes. And it pops out the back, and really pops out. Taken in by the number 10. The Wildcats off to the races on the far side of the pitch. And a penalty to the Wildcats. And he wants to talk to some people about some such, and it looks like he reached for his pocket, and it'll be a yellow card to Chris Halligan, it appears, in the 66th minute. So he'll go off the pitch, and which basically means, of course, that he's finished for the game, with the clock being where it is. So the Lions will be down a man. We'll see if the Wildcats are able to take advantage. They kick the touch, they find it. We'll have the set piece. The Lions sitting pretty, however, at 33 points. 33 points, the Wildcats at 7. And there it goes. Charles Prather not able to steal that one. The Wildcats now setting it off to the far side of the pitch. Their number 15, Matthew Romero, not quite to get there. Duggan, nope, he placed it down. There's the try. So the Wildcats take advantage of their numerical superiority and have entered the realm of double digits, making the score 33-12. And not the easiest kick in the world. And we'll see what number 12 for the Wildcats does in the kicking department. This is his second chance. Oh yeah, they are playing cricket over there, which you can't see, sorry. And here comes the kick. That is good. So 2 more points for Wildcats there at 14. And we've probably got somewhere around 2 minutes or less of regulation remaining. Again, more or less. In fact, the Lions, or someone was asking the referee about how much time there was left. So there's the kickoff. Just making it the required 10 meters. Dan Duggan, it was a headlock, really. Off on the far side of the pitch. And a penalty to the Wildcats. Quick tap and go. And there they go. Will Dvorak. The ball gets loose. It'll be taken in by Rafael Dvorak. And now it was a knock on. And that's the match. A knock on, and that's the match. And that'll be a victory for the Lions. A victory of 33 points to 14 against the Wildcats. Quite an offensive outburst for the Lions. At least 2 tries for Mark Shea, the captain. We're not sure, and 1 try for Joe Martin. Not sure about the other 2 tries, but no doubt someone will figure out who scored them later. So we say thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your week.